industry seems to be leaning towards the lean body. Where and when did we leave bulk behind?
Hit the gym with HIIT training. I'll tell you why and how.
Ankle injuries can shake up the foundation of your body. How then do we prevent them from happening? And if they do, how do we treat them? Let's find out.
A device that can actually keep you in your heart zone and tell you beat by beat how you're doing. That's the device I'll review today. Welcome to The Perfect Body. We're about to get started.
For years, gym goers have argued about which one makes the perfect body. And to get to the heart of this fight, we're taking you back in time. The year is 1972. Arnold Schwarzenegger is Mr. Universe and an inspiration to the fitness revolution. Suddenly, everyone wanted to look like this and needed a place to go and coaches to tell them how to get there. And just like that, the modern gym was born. Everyone came to the gym with only one aim in mind: to bulk up as much as possible. Bodybuilding has since been every guy's dream hobby, and enthusiasts still spend hours and hours in the gym sweating it out, getting bigger, bulkier, mightier. Research over the years has shown that this Arnie body is quite achievable, and there are precise ways to get you there. If you're into bodybuilding, here's the exact recipe. For maximum gains in muscle size, lift extremely heavy weights with low repetitions. 5 to 7 reps would do for about 3 sets. Best to use a weight that is heavy enough for you to feel the pressure on the 4th or the 5th rep. Rest for 1 or 2 minutes between sets, and later at home, bulk up by eating more and more protein. Also, cut down on cardio completely. Focus on looking good only. And voila, you have the perfect buffed up body. Lots of muscle, lots of buff, picture perfect, right? Over the years, studies have shown that this kind of bodybuilding does have its flaws, and here are some of the major ones. 1. Excessive exercise could lead to chronic fatigue and difficulty sleeping, and both of these are contraindicative to good health. 2. If you're overdoing it on those processed protein drinks and neglecting those crucial hormone-producing fats in your regular diet, that could lead to some pretty scary hormonal imbalances. 3. Any sign of wrinkled skin or dry or brittle hair, that could reflect muscle damage on the inside. Always remember, the skin reflects what's going on the inside. And 4, the dehydration trap. So many bodybuilders fall into this one. They dehydrate themselves excessively, using diuretics sometimes to achieve that magazine, skin stretched over, taut muscle look. It's just not worth it. Evolution eventually picked the fittest, and the fitness industry naturally started to lean towards the lean body. Getting leaner is not exactly the opposite of getting bulkier. The focus is on definition, cuts, and lesser body fat. The lean bodybuilder's recipe is: use weights heavy enough for you to gain muscles, but light enough to make 12 to 20 repetitions for 3 or 4 sets, and incorporate extra cardio for 20 to 30 minutes at least on your daily routine. After your weights, that is, not before, otherwise it might burn you out. Get this formula right and you will get the lean, chiseled body, which not only looks stunning, but can also run, dance, sprint, climb and jump. So should you go for lean or buff muscle? Well, the choice is entirely yours. Remember, both of these are well-developed, well-toned, optimally functioning muscles. And either way, you're miles ahead of every sedentary, city-dwelling couch potato. There is one question that both the lean and the buff folk have in common. Should they rely only on natural diets, or should they count on supplements?
If you're serious about your workout, you need to get serious about your diet. Workout and diet are the two sides of the same coin. Neither should be neglected.
If you're serious about building muscle, you need to get serious about your proteins. Whether you are into bodybuilding or just a simple everyday guy with goals that include improve muscle tone or lose weight, every trainer, every gym, every fitness article will tell you to eat more proteins. Why? Because proteins are the building blocks of muscles. So you go ahead and buy those packets of chicken breasts, eggs, you may even consider eating them raw, drink milk, switch to paneer and buy a big tub of protein shakes. Stop. Body requires only 1 to 1.5 grams of protein per kg body weight. If you eat more than is required by your body, it will simply break down the excess protein and store it away as fat. And only if you are a bodybuilder or a powerlifter, you can up your protein intake to 2 grams per kg body weight. For a regular gym goer who spends not more than a few hours in a workout session per week, they should calculate their extra protein intake very carefully and preferably with a nutritionist familiar with their exercise plan. Keep it simple. Do not overload on protein. A protein shake gives 24 grams of protein per scoop. Add it to milk and the count goes higher. This is equivalent to 4 eggs in one go. Do you really need that? To further help sculpt that lard into a masterpiece, avoid high amounts of caffeine in energy drinks and fat burner capsules. These kind of supplements only wreck your sleeping habits. When you don't get enough sleep, your workouts and diets suffer too.
If you have specific body bulking or performance-specific requirement which require you to up the protein intake, do that with careful calculation. You don't want to land up with extra fat simply because you can't do the simple calculation. Be good to your body, be good to your heart.
One of the biggest quests for an athlete or fitness enthusiast is heart zone training. To be able to track your heartbeat per minute while in the midst of a high-intensity workout, a HIIT program, a run, can be the difference between a good workout and a great one. Now before I start, I think the part that's making me feel really good about this workout is the fact that I don't have this heart rate monitor strapped tightly around my chest. This is just on my forearm. Those chest strap, which is pretty much the only way to go till now, used to be very restrictive, very tight, and if you're sweating, it would slip off completely. And if you're doing something which expands the chest, it wouldn't let it expand. And this, just around the forearm, very light, strap it on. Even if you're sweating, this doesn't go anywhere. And that's, I think, the coolest part. Now to hit the rubber road. Enter the Scosche My Trek. This one doesn't need to be on your chest, but rather your forearm, and is one of the first that actually works. It's a small light plastic device, 3 buttons on the top, rechargeable battery inside, and a sensor as part of the technology. Charge it up for about 2 hours, sync it with your phone, open the app, set your account details in, and set the kind of activity you're about to undertake, and you're on. It's a very light, very unobtrusive piece of equipment that comes with a set of 3 different size straps. Thread the right one into the device, strap on the device with the sensor facing outwards on your forearm, and it immediately picks up your heart rate and shows it on the app screen on your phone. All you do then is activate the start button. It'll track your heartbeat all through your workout, telling you which zones you hit, for how long, where you lagged, and when you went into dangerous zones too. Okay, so almost half an hour of running. Let me give you my final conclusion on this. I've told you some of the good parts on it. Even if you sweat, even if you're really into super hyperactive mode, this still keeps pumping and it will tell you your heart rate. That is amazing. The fact that it's on your forearm, that's amazing. Now let me tell you the 2-3 things I think they should add on to the next version. Number 1, I don't like the fact that I have to have a phone or a device it's synced to at all times. A small little display right on this would be awesome. You can still sync to your phone, but I want to see it right here. One small little thing only gives the heart rate and that's all. Number two, to have an offline mode. Think, I'm out there playing tennis, 1 hour on the tennis court. Can't keep a phone synced to this. So how do I know how well I did in that 1 hour? There's no way to know. This doesn't work offline. I play an hour of tennis, I come back, I sync in, tells me how my heart rate was, which zones did I play my tennis for that full 1 hour. The last one, the battery life sucks. 5 hours, 4 hours of battery life. I mean, can you imagine a person like me needs to charge this once every 2 days? If you're maybe a professional cyclist, you have to charge it twice a day. You're out for those 7-8 hour biking runs, you will have to charge it twice a day. So amazing, awesome, one of the better ones I've ever seen, but I'm still looking for the best.